Hey there, everybody. Welcome into the ESPN FC studios. Shaka, Stevie, and Seb.
Elvis, that.
Frank out there as well. There's a great documentary on Netflix right now about Elvis impersonators. You'd really love
You in
it.
it?
Hey, can we get camera 4? Can we get? Oh, thank you.
Ah, boy.
Yeah, you should be. You should be.
What do you think holds it up? Slick maple syrup. All right, Frank. How are you? We got our first question for Frank. Which one is harder for you at the moment? Trading for Danse avec les stars?
Hey?
I don't know. Or watching a Manchester United match, Frank, which is more difficult. Or a third option, Seb trying to pronounce whatever was written there.
No, that was great. That was great. Danse avec les stars. That was great. No worry, Seb. You know, you did well. I don't know.
We know which pays better.
I would say Danse avec les stars is very hard. I have like 4 or 5 hours per day of rehearsals, and it's very tiring. But I mean, when you play for Chelsea, sometimes it's quite funny to see Manchester United playing at that level, because we suffer so much against them when I was playing that it's nice to see them suffering at from their part, you know. And no, it's still okay. I know when I watch football, I'm kind of detached of the result and everything. I want to see, I want to analyze, and really today Manchester United, you know, they were okay by the standard that they are showing so far, and they had chances to score. Of course, I'm not expecting anything from Manchester United, so it wasn't painful to watch them. Where I had 5 hours today rehearsals, and I tell you, I'm very tired.
Frank, what hurts the most when you dance? What part of your body is like the most sore the next day?
The brain. The brain. You have to think about 10 things at the time, you know. Your back, your head, your feet. I mean, you are dislocated, you know, by the professional dancer in order to dance, and in your brain, it's a big mess. And it's absolutely crazy. I need some pills to sleep well, because I wake up at 4 a.m. to think about my choreography. I'm getting nuts. I'm getting nuts because of that show.
Frank getting nuts.
Yeah, in 5 years they'll ask, what you went crazy on avec, Danse avec les stars. What's more surprising at this stage of the season? United being 15th or Forest sitting 3rd? That's a good one, right? That's not easy.
Forest for me.
I think I'm with Frank.
I think I am.
Because we didn't see 15th coming for United, but we saw some
we saw some tough times.
There wasn't a lot of enthusiasm about Eric Ten Hag coming back.
We saw some tough times. Forest was about staying in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with Forest as well.
Yeah, I think Frank.
I had to think hard.
Took us a while to get there, but it was unanimous.
I had to think harder than Frank dancing there.
Frank sowed the seed, didn't he?
He did sow the seed. Farmer Frank. What percentage is Amorim ending the season unsacked?
Amorim's not going to sack.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm with Shaka.
Do you think that factors into the way he's approaching this season? Sometimes I feel like I see a manager in a club who have thrown in the towel.
I'll be honest. I think that factors into the players, not Amorim. I was watching that game today. I couldn't help but think the players couldn't care less.
Well, if they look on the bench and they see a bunch of kids, what are they supposed to think?
I think the Manchester United players know that Amorim is going to be there next season, just ready to get this season over with. But for the Cup, and of course the Europa League, winning that gets you into the Champions League. That will be.
But the logic would be if the thing's going downhill, but you know the manager's coming back, don't you need to impress him? Don't you need to be more motivated?
I think they just want to get the season over with. Let's start afresh in the summer. That was my overwhelming thought with them in particular, watching them today.
All right. Why would any player? We're piling on here. Next question. Why would any player want to join Manchester United?
United are a big club. United are still a big club. They're struggling, and it's kind of funny for everybody else to watch.
But if you had the choice between United and another big club, it'd be hard to choose United. I mean, outside of Spurs, I think.
Well, that's not really the question.
What's the question?
The question, no offense.
Why would any
James
player?
Handel,
Right.
But there are millions of players that would.
Right.
There's loads of good players that would join Man United tomorrow. The question really that we should be answering is, why would any top-class professional, why would any top-class player right now?
Which is what I've just asked in saying, if you're a top-class player, you obviously have other clubs after you. Why would you ever, if you had multiple big clubs?
I need to clean my ears out. I never heard that.
That's what you were saying to me when I was saying Manchester United is still a big club. It depends on who that other big club is. Who that other big club is. If it's a Real Madrid or Barcelona, of course not. For the Manchester City, of course not. If it's Spurs.
Yeah, but Shaka, it's not only Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. I mean, you can name 20, 30 other teams that a player will rather go than Manchester United right now because of the result they can get in Italy, in Spain, in England. That's why it's very sad for Manchester United, because we have never seen that team being so bad and for a while now. So it's why I'm saying, why would any player want to go to join Manchester United? For money. For maybe money.
I was about to say,
because they are not top players, but that's the only reason.
So for argument to Frank's point, yes, there are 20 or 30 other clubs, but kind of given the disparity in money's coming into a club like Manchester United, an English club, and other leagues around Europe, Manchester United can outpay most.
Stevie?
He's still fixing his ears.
Fixed your IFB?
What?
Fixed your IFB?
Ah, boy. Yeah, we fell straight in for that.
Yeah.
Sorry? I beg your pardon?
Hey. Sorry, Elvis.
For the boys, is Anthony's success... Oh my gosh, that's all Manchester United. People are going to think that, like, the people on this desk hate United. We don't...
No. How dare you? How dare you
one of the
suggest
people,
such a
yeah,
thing?
I know,
Let me just say, right? Manchester United fans have had it so good for so long. Right?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden...
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah.
We're a decade into post Alex Ferguson.
Yeah,
I feel like before that you could say this, but it's been a long time.
Yeah,
since
no,
they've
that's
been
what... Because,
suffering.
Yeah, for 26 years or whatever it is, they were dominating English football, and they loved every minute and rubbed everybody's nose in it.
For the YouTube comments, that's Shaka Hislop piling on Manchester United.
I'm just saying.
What a line from Frank earlier.
What?
It's really sad to see what's happening.
Yeah,
right.
I'm trying to be diplomatic a little bit.
Fan, it's
enjoying it.
funny as anything to witness. It really is.
I think this question kind of dovetails the last question, why would any player want to join United? Is Anthony's success at Real Betis just another example of Manchester United being a graveyard for players whose only salvation lies in their exodus? Wow, this is quite an interestingly worded
That's deep. Gone deep
tweet
there.
from the righteous anger of Craig Burley, who put that one in.
Listen, Betis and Manchester United are two very different clubs in expectation, and that plays a part. Yeah. And that's what you see with that.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Football freak, last question here. Ask Shaka, power rankings specialist, where he ranks Barcelona at the moment in Europe, and how far Barca can make it in the Champions League.
Well, for the first answer, you'll have to wait until Thursday, Football Freak. I am contractually obligated not to divulge.
Well, and the algorithm still needs Monday's game.
Of course.
Need to figure that out.
There's a lot that happens between now and Thursday.
If they beat Rayo,
a lot of data.
A
lot of data can happen between now and then. And then what's the second part?
How far can Barca make it in the Champions League? Give me your top 3 favorites.
Top 3 favorites? Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid.
In that order.
Actually, Liverpool, Barcelona. I'm on the fence between Inter Milan and Real Madrid.
Okay. Stevie, what do you say?
Barca could win the Champions League, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're not too inconsistent. That high line isn't too risky.
Who isn't? Who isn't
Liverpool.
inconsistent?
I think Liverpool is a pretty clear favorite. and then
Liverpool had no shots
You want me to
today.
say
No
that?
shots in the second half. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is who isn't
But
inconsistent.
they win. The other teams talking about are dropping
All I'm saying
points.
is who isn't inconsistent.
Let
Of
me
the big boys.
Let me ask you the question.
Okay.
Can Barca win the Champions League?
And Ken, yes. Of course, Ken. I don't
There
know
you
that
go.
I wouldn't.
That's all I said.
I wouldn't put my money on
That's
it.
all I said, and you came after me.
No.
You made a face. You made a
You
face
wouldn't
as
put
well.
your money
I
on
went-
it.
What was
I went,
my-
well,
Stevie, what was
Barca,
my
went-
face? Give
and
me
your
the
face
face.
went like that. Oh.
That's his eldest face.
It was like, you know, when there's a bubble comes up and it's
Yeah.
got, what is he on about? That's what you were thinking.
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
It's never the truth. I'm just trying to make out sometimes the words. Frank, your top 3 Champions League favorites.
He just made that one up. When
Well, I want to see if Barcelona are in there. I want to see if Barcelona are in there.
I wouldn't put Barcelona. I think I'm going to put. It's very interesting what Shaka just said. You know, everybody's inconsistent everywhere. All top teams in Europe. It's very hard to have an idea of which team can do best. But Liverpool, first spot because seems to be the best in Europe. But after that, you have to count on Real Madrid. You cannot avoid Real Madrid because of what they showed the past years, especially the year where they were pretty bad and they beat Chelsea, Paris, and Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City. That was crazy, and won against Liverpool in the Champions League final. So I would say Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich.
Hey, Barcelona not in Frank's top 3.